Hey do-gooders, why do we have to wear retainers? Buckle up, time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. I'm your local orthodontist, answering your questions about orthodontics and life. Do you see anything on my face? Not so much here or here, but right here.
Not here or here so much, but right here.
Allergies. God bless Texas in so many ways. He also blessed it with too many allergens, hence my eye. So today's teeth question is, why do I have to wear a retainer? Orthodontics? 2 years? That's only a small portion of my childhood. I can handle that. What most people don't realize is that although yes, your orthodontic treatment might on average take about 2 years, it's only the beginning. You move your teeth, you improve your bite, but after you finish, the retainers are just beginning. Hopefully you have to see your orthodontist a little bit less frequently after you complete your orthodontic treatment, but it's not the end.
This isn't the end of it!
So I'm not trying to confuse you, but most orthodontic treatment is actually 2 phases, at least. What that means is we have a moving teeth phase and we have a retention or holding teeth phase. So the moving teeth phase, this is where we move your teeth. We use braces, we use aligners, we use the herps, we use the expanders, we use the Mara. We use so many things and we move your teeth from one position to the next. Wowza.
Wowzers!
Then there's the holding teeth phase. Apparently, teeth are like excellent escape artists because they're always trying to get out of retention.
I ain't gonna be here long. I've escaped 22 prisons. This one's no different.
Historically, many orthodontists believed that you only had to hold the teeth in retainers for a couple years and then your teeth would be done moving. Freedom!
Freedom!
More research has come out to suggest that tooth movement is just a matter of time, especially without retainers. All this information, you may feel like Marlin from Nemo.
You know, you're really cute, but I don't know what you're saying.
I know sometimes my wife does. Okay, let me be clear. What I am saying is if you do not wear a retainer, if you stop wearing your retainer, did you catch that? If you stop wearing your retainer, then your teeth are going to move. It's just a matter of time. This is the big why of retainers, because your teeth will go crooked. Time is the master of change. Just check out this sweet time lapse of Tom Brady. If you want to see how Tom Brady changes completely, you can check it out on YouTube. So the recommendation is that you wear your retainers for as long as you want to keep your teeth straight. So Dr. Packard, are you saying like wear my retainer for 5 years? If that's how long you want to keep your teeth straight. So Dr. Packard, you're saying I need to wear it for 10 years? If that's as long as you want to keep your teeth straight. So Dr. Packard, what you're saying is that I only need to wear retainers for 30 years. If that's how long you want to keep your teeth straight. Okay, I get it, Dr. Packard. You're saying that I need to wear this retainer forever. If that's how long you want to keep your teeth straight. So a few follow-ups. How fast can a tooth move without retainers? I've seen teeth move as soon as the braces come off. That's fast. They're just waiting to just... One way to get around tooth movement as soon as the braces come off is by putting in a glued retainer, or the permanent retainer, that's what most people call them. You put that in before you take the braces off to prevent any unwanted movement once the braces come off. You might ask, is there anything else that can help teeth stay straight besides wearing a retainer? There is a word.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Not quite the one that Mary Poppins had in mind. It's called a circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy. Well, first, your gums have these little elastic fibers, like rubber bands, that attach from the bones to the teeth and the gums and the bones, and they're all connected in there, all right? When you move the teeth, those stretchy fibers, they have to stretch and change position in order to adapt to the new tooth position. But this takes lots of time. CSF, or circumferential circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy, circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy, circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy, circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy, circumferential supracrestal fibrotomy. Basically, what you do is it's a surgical procedure where you go around, typically the front teeth, and you cut the gums by the teeth on the back of the teeth, and the front of the teeth. You're trying to get rid of old connection sites where these elastic fibers are grabbing onto the teeth. Once you get rid of those fibers, in theory, now there's nothing to pull the teeth back to where they used to be. This procedure, however, does not replace the need for a retainer. It is just an adjunct to complement all the nice positions of the teeth and the retainer. It helps reduce the risk of crookedness. Here's a hypothetical. Let's say you're coming to a finish. Things are looking really nice. You and the orthodontist got communication. You've been doing great on your rubber bands. You're not breaking any brackets. You're eating what you're supposed to eating. You're keeping your teeth clean. And then the orthodontist says, hey, let's keep your brackets and braces or your Invisalign on for another 6 to 12 months because it will be part of your retainers or your retention.
You must be out of your damn mind.
So during that time, we're not moving your teeth, but the braces are staying on just to hold your teeth. The longer you hold your teeth in place, in theory, the more likely those teeth are to stay in place because they've had enough time to change and adapt to the new positions. Of course, it's not that simple. And who wants to be in braces for an extra year without moving your teeth? So how long should retainers last? Well, I've seen people show up in my office with retainers that they got 20 plus years ago. These are the two types of retainers that I see most frequently show up in my office 20 years later. You've got the glued-in retainer that's only glued on 2 teeth, both canines, and then you've got the traditional Holly retainer. It doesn't mean that these types of retainers don't break. It all depends on how well you take care of them, clean them, how faithfully you wear them. That also doesn't mean that other styles of retainers can't last long time. Each retainer has different advantages and disadvantages. I think, and this is my opinion, but most orthodontists hope that your retainers will last for years and years and years and years. But we all recognize that retainers may need to be replaced to maintain good cosmetics and optimum function as a retainer. In summary, retainers are crucial to keep your teeth straight and spaces closed. Discuss the different retainer options with your local provider and include any of your personal preferences. Wear the retainers for as long as you want to keep the teeth straight and be aware that replacements may be necessary. All right, do-gooders. Change is definitely a constant in our lives. How do we handle the change? If we can't handle change in our lives, then as life changes with the different circumstances and situations, our life can feel like it's turned upside down. Change is a part of becoming. Obviously, we all make efforts to maintain or minimize uncertainty and changes we don't want. We got a good job, we got a good family, we got good relationships, we've got good health. Those are all things we try to keep and maintain and stabilize. Even in these good situations, we should always be ready to consider what changes can help us to become more and better. We all need anchors. Life will throw hard change at you sometimes. An anchor won't get rid of the change, but it will keep you pretty stable during the change. Here are some possible anchors: God, parents, spouse, friend, sibling, coach, maybe a therapist. So, hold on to the good. Look for ways to change for the better and settle on a stable anchor to keep life steady through the hard times. That's all I've got, just a little PFOing so you know where you're going. Packard out.